Hi, my name's Lindsay and I'm the Cognitive Health Coach, and today I'm going to show you how to grow some microgreens. So first of all, why would you want to grow microgreens? Well, obviously all plants contain a vast array of vitamins, minerals, but also phytonutrients, vast array of chemicals that are really good for us and really healthy. And as much as you should just eat vegetables and lots of vegetables and a good variety of vegetables to get the biggest range of these phytonutrients as possible, you might find it quite helpful to also eat some microgreens. So lots of people say that seeds are really good for you, and they are. If you think about a seed, it is the potential for a whole plant. So everything that a plant needs to grow is held within that seed. So seeds are really healthy for you. And then some people like to go a step further and to sprout those seeds. And sprouting is very helpful as well, because the seed has the potential, but once it's sprouted, then that plant has used the power of sunshine and some water as well to activate a lot of those nutrients. But this is why I like microgreens. There's not a lot of, I haven't done a lot of research around this, so I don't have a lot of evidence for this, but it feels to me like if seeds are good and sprouting's even better, then microgreens must surely be even better, because now the seeds have had the opportunity not just to use sunshine and water, but also all the nutrients of the soil and all the minerals, etc., held within the soil to grow. So this is not instead of eating vegetables, but microgreens, I have read, contain an individual microgreen, contains all the nutrients of the full grown plant. So if you can eat a small number, handful of microgreens, as well as your normal plant-based diet or plant-rich diet, that's going to be really healthy for you. You can't replace vegetables with microgreens, because obviously the tiny little microgreens do not have a lot of fibre in them, whereas the full grown plant has had an opportunity to develop all that fibre as well. So it's not an instead of, but it could be as well as. So why might you want to do that? For me, it's really important for me because I actually have a genetic SNP that means I don't process B vitamins very well. It's actually quite a common SNP. So if you have that, you might have been told to eat more brassicas. So that will be broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, Brussels sprouts, which I'm not too keen on, and bok choy and things like that. Okay, so I try to eat 3 portions of that a day anyway, and very occasionally I might not quite manage 3, in which case I definitely have my microgreens, but I do in fact have microgreens every day anyway. So what are we going to do? What I have here is a mix of, well, it's ready mixed. It is just some organic compost. You can see the little white bits in it. I can't remember what that's called, but it just holds the water, retains the water so that it doesn't dry out. It holds the water when you water it, and then it releases the water as the compost dries out. So if you buy some compost with that in, great. If not, just keep on top of it and water it every day. Now I've put this just in one of those little plastic containers that you get cherry tomatoes in, obviously not the ones with holes in the bottom, and you can see I've put very little. You don't need a lot of compost at all. And then this is what I'm going to use today. This is some organic sprouting or microgreening broccoli seeds. Sometimes I do half a tray of just pure broccoli and then some rows of different types, and I mix it up and mix and match. So that could be like, I don't know, radish or whatever other seeds you want. You can buy particular specific microgreen seeds just from Amazon. And I think they are the varieties that germinate quite quickly. So you could probably do it with any seeds, but it's nice if they germinate quite quickly, isn't it? And you can get on with eating your microgreens as quickly as possible. Oh, it's a brand new packet, can't open the packet. Just go and get me some scissors. Alright, this is a resealable one. They're always tricky to open the first time, aren't they? Oh, and they've put me, a bit of bowl recipe in there. Now look, your microgreen seeds are going to look a bit like this, and you just need to sprinkle them evenly. Now these are all the same variety today that I'm using, just broccoli seeds. I'm going to put a few more in there actually. So I'm just going to spread them evenly all over. When I do a mix, what I have found is that every different type of microgreen has a different growing rate. So if I'm doing a mix, I'll put all my broccoli in a third or a half of the tray, and then put some rows of different seeds in rows, so that they're not all coming up at different rates and you can't get to them. Okay, now I've got a little bit more compost as well, just to gently cover them up with, but as you can see, still not very much. You don't need a lot. I'm just going to pour that on there, spread it out a little, pat it down, and I'm going to give that a little bit of water, not too much. The first time, obviously, my compost is very dry here. It's been out in the shed all year, so it's very dry. If it was a little bit more moist, I might not put so much water on. So, but put a little bit of water on, not too much, just so that it feels damp and it looks like it's damp all over. And then I like to water my microgreens every day, just the tiniest amount. What I would say is, in the early days when I was being a bit slapdash, I perhaps put a bit more water on, and some mould would grow, and we absolutely don't want that, do we? So yes, just the tiniest, get your tap running at the tiniest, thinnest drip run that it can do, and just really quickly get some water all over, and then stop, and just that tiny amount of water, if you can keep your eye on it every day, and just put that amount of water every day, that should be enough. Now they should start to sprout and grow within about 3-4 days. Once they're about this big, you can start eating them, and if you eat a few every day, you know, you'll still be eating them when they're this big, and then you'll probably get through them, and it'll be time to start your next batch. If you are watching this on my Facebook group, then I will put in the comments below, I'll put a picture of them all grown so you can see what they look like. But if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, I will try to do the same thing. I've never actually tried to put a picture in the comments in YouTube, so I'm not sure if that'll work. I'll give it a go. If not, just imagine lots and lots of little rows of tiny little plants, and you can just pick them off and just eat them as they are. Just take a few every day. Or if you want to be very chefy and posh about it, you could just put a few on top of any recipe that you've just made. It looks very chefy and very posh. And that's it. It's as simple as that. So just a short video today. Good luck with your microgreens. Let me know in the comments how it goes.